You know what can confuse us a lot is how can we sit in a room with others, listen to a presentation with poor slide design. What are the slides I'm referring to? Well, they can look like this. This is spelling can you add words? Of course. The page filled with numerous words, symbols, and lines on creating anxiety. You know how I feel. It's boring and I even think it's wasting my time. However, we can see this one more often than the terrible slide just a moment ago. You might think that this is what we want, but I want to know that if you have delivered a speech with something like that behind you, 90% of what you said was only 20 seconds. So now, my goal is to give you 5 slide design principles in my following part of my talk. For example, I saw this slide on the internet. There's a lot of problems, but let's start with the first one. The first one is message. We've got 2 messages in this page, but what should we do? We should only have 1 message in this page. You have got over 1 message in the page. It is likely that your audience will be focusing on only one of them. They can no longer understand what you are highlighting effectively. So second one is the conclusion of redundancy effect. What is redundancy effect? If you have a lot of sentences on your slide and you keep speaking at the same time, what will be remembered by the audience is 0. So what are we supposed to do is to take advantage of this function. Pull down your text into the memorandum and leave only icons and short text on your page. The third principle is word size. Let's just look at this. What did you focus on? I can see everyone's eyes focus on the title. How often is the title the most important of your speech? It's very rare. Even though every template is built like this, which is absolutely outside to our biological reaction. So if we reduce the title size like this, you see your eyes now fall down into the content. So we have to control the word size to catch our audience attention. Moving on to number 4, font. Look at this. What did you feel? It is difficult for us to read these words because part of our attention was taken away by those fancy fonts. We don't need those fancy fonts, and we don't need more than 2 kinds of fonts in one page. So if we change the page like this, it's more comfortable for us to read it. Okay, last but not least, objects. Let's do the experiment. Please tell me how many balls are there on the next page. Ready? Go. Never it takes you about 5 seconds. Okay, next one.
Oh, 7.
Yes.
7-Eleven.
Last one.
5.
Okay, it just takes you 0.5 seconds, right? So the magical number is 6. If you've got more than 6 objects in one page, it is likely that your audience have to use 10 times longer to understand what is on your slide. So to make sure that when you deliver a speech to your audience, don't show more than 6 objects in one page. Okay. To summarize this, never mind. How many messages are you supposed to have in per slide? It's 1. Okay. Okay. Next one. What should we avoid using if speaking at the same time? Is sentences. The third one. What can we use to steer our focus? Word size. To make sure your content is bigger than your title. Okay, next one. How many fonts can we use in a page? 2, yes. Okay, the last one, the most important one. How many objects per one page? 6. It's very important. Okay. So if you can implement these 5 principles in your site, I can guarantee that your site won't be too bad.